my name's Tavanah, Alexis, and I'm from That Grape Juice.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You look great today.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Thank you. So my first question to you is, as a filmmaker, how important is it to show Black love in a joyful and humorous way?
It's essential.
Yes.
I mean, in the position that I'm in, I'm very fortunate to be in a position of power where I have a lot of influence on the projects that get made and the people who get cast in them. And what I love doing is telling universal stories, but telling them through a very specific lens. And I love this movie because it's a universal story. So many people can relate to what, especially our main character, Anna, is going through. You know, she's a little bit of a mess. Her life is not figured out. She's out there making bad decisions. It's a bad decision that kicks off this movie, and she ends up at a place where she knows no one and has no money. But it's told through the very specific lens of someone that looks like Halle Bailey. I love that. I've got daughters that are her age, and they don't see themselves on screen. They haven't had the movies of themselves being able to traipse and frolic around a backdrop like Tuscany. That's important. That's part of what I'm here to do. And it is a movie that's for all audiences. I like to make movies that are inclusive, not exclusive.
Yeah, of course, 100%. And I also feel like you've been in this game for a very long time. Like, you have a plethora of iconic movies to your catalogue, like Stomp the Yard, Obsessed, Takers, No Good Deed, which is my personal favourite.
Really?
Yes, listen, you put Idris Elba in a movie.
Hello.
You got me, honey.
Shout out to my guy, Driss, and Taraji. Yeah, No Good Deed is a good one.
And Stomp the Yard. Also, when are we going to get a second Stomp the Yard?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll make a note of it.
But the list is honestly endless. So I wanted to know, what is it about this movie where you saw the script and it was like, yes, I need to add this to my catalogue?
You know what? I love a good rom-com.
Yeah.
We don't have enough of them. There used to be a plethora of rom-coms, and people stopped making them for the big screen. And I really feel like right now is kind of the perfect time for a good rom-com, because the world is crazy. And this is a movie that's all about escapism. This is a movie where you can just put your phone down. The world was crazy when you go into the theater. It's going to be crazy when you come out of it, okay? Just put the phone down, turn off the news, and come and have a good time. And I think that the thing about a rom-com is that it takes you on a journey. It reminds you why we all love love and love falling in love and love being in love. So when I read the script, that's what I felt. I loved it. I loved the backdrop of it. And I thought this would be a good movie to bring people back to cinemas for a good old-fashioned rom-com.
Amen. And speaking of love, because trust me, out there is hell. It's hell on earth.
I have
we
heard.
Be suffering. I'm suffering. And I wanted
don't
to
you
know,
dare give up. Hang in there. Hang on.
Listen, I'm going over to the pond. I'm going to New York. I'm trying to find my husband over there because over here it's not working. But
the American girls are coming over here to look for the London guys, just so you know.
Oh dear, we're going through it. But obviously, speaking of love, do you think dating today has made love harder, or is it just more entertaining?
Yeah, it's definitely more entertaining.
Yep.
Because dating today is so much about, not IRL interactions, right? You can have a whole affair with somebody before you ever meet them in real life. I think that it is, whether it's made it harder or easier, it's made it different because you have access to people. And I have daughters that are the same age as Halle Bailey's character in the movie, and they tell me all the time about how awful it is dating in the digital era. And I'm like, but you can, you only swipe if you like them. You can put exactly what you're looking for and find that person. They're like, yeah, but people aren't serious because everybody can do that. And so it's almost like there's too many choices and not enough serious choices, I guess. So I get that. I understand. What I would tell people to do is that you got to get out, put the phone down, and have some real-life interactions, right? Okay. Our character, Anna, she just happens to meet this handsome Italian winemaker. She would not have met him in New York. She had to fly halfway across the country without a good plan, which I don't advise. However, she does get out of her comfort zone, and to me, that's the key. You got to get out of your comfort zone. What are the things you're doing that you always do that are comfortable to you? Okay, stop that. Do something completely different. That's my dating advice.
You know you're talking to me right now. Everybody in the room. And you have shaped the culture cinematically. Now, how did you approach bringing your original audience from your past movies to You, Me, and Tuscany? How did you join the forces of different audiences together?
For me, I'm always thinking about the audience, but I just try to make sure that I'm doing things that are authentic and have specificity. I try to make sure that because audiences have so many options, you can watch anything, anywhere, I try to make things that feel like, oh, this is a character that feels really, really specific and true, and I want to invest in that character. So I don't worry so much about, let me pull an audience from a different place and bring them in. I just look at each project individually, and I say, okay, who's the great audience for that particular film, and how do I make sure I nail it for that audience? How do I make sure that I deliver what that audience wants to see when they imagine themselves in these characters?
Very good. All right. Well, that's all that we have for today.
All right.
I've really enjoyed speaking with you. It's been
great
great.
interview.
And yeah, man,
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
excited.
Yes.
I've seen it. It was great.
Yeah.
And certain points in there, I was like, you know, when you put in "Let Me Love You" by Mario, and I
Yes.
started singing that.
Yes.
Who pushed that?
Yes, well, we did as a team together. It was so important. I would tell you no right time, but I would say that song in the movie was essential. We needed to have the perfect song to really, and that's the thing that a rom-com does. Rom-com has to have great music. So that was the centerpiece song in our movie. We spent a lot of time thinking about it. So shout out to Mario for letting me
Shout out to Mario.
get the license for that. Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, it's been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.